Obviously, coming off a real crappy loss, and when you look at the football game, I don't know if we did anything right in either offense, defense, or kicking game. We had 2 turnovers. We should have probably intercepted 3 balls, to be honest with you. When you go back and look at it, third downs, we were 1 of 14 offensively. They were 50%. We had too many penalties. We had 9 penalties, 120 yards, 2 blocked punts, a drop punt. And we as coaches, obviously, it starts with us and doing a better job. And then secondly, I thought, I'll be real honest with you, I thought we had a great week. I thought we had great work on all the days that we could have. We couldn't practice some guys, so that was a little different. But that's, that goes, and there's no held out because of medical concerns. But as much as anything, there are no excuses. And, at the end of the day, we're disappointed. At the end of the day, though, I'm proud of this team. They've won 11 football games, and we want to win that 12th. This is a good football team we're going to play. They won their conference, conference champs, USA champs. They're what I've seen, and I haven't seen all of them yet, but what I've seen of them in the last couple of days, we've had meetings and we got coaches out on the road, and we're in the recruiting phase also. They're a good football team. I do think this. I think as we go through this program, and we go through, with this staff, looking at quarterbacks, it's been something that we've spent a lot of time with, and that we're going to continue because we got to have a guy who has that ability from a standpoint. If you're not running the ball very well, then we got to be able to loosen people up with accuracy in the passing game. And I think the key word there is accuracy.
Can I ask you a question about last week? How many players tested positive, or were the bulk of the ones that were missing all just because of close contact prevention?
You always, when you look at it, we had 20 players we withheld because of, the medical concerns.
How many were positive and how many were just being safe?
You got as much as you're going to get from me.
Can I ask you a question about transparency? You kind of stonewalled the local media for a whole week about this, and yet you told CBS everything that was going on. Why would you treat the local media like that?
I shouldn't.
Why shouldn't?
No, I shouldn't.
I mean, the question was, there seemed to be any transparency coming from you, and yet you turned around and gave CBS all the background and data. What had happened?
It may not have come from me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only thing I can tell you is, across the country, there's been spikes and that, in this team and the team before, the 2020 group did such a daggone good job for so long. And then, you have some spikes, and I think we'll be fine.
And then as far as, is the reason no one would speak last week because you're concerned about giving any kind of information to the opponent, or why was it that no one would even give the courtesy of returning a call or anything?
I can't answer all those questions.
Okay, but as far as keeping stuff to yourself, is part of that just because you don't want to give it to the opponent?
Well, I never like to give the opponent anything. That is true.
Okay, but you can't speak to why anybody else wouldn't call and answer any calls or anything like that?
I can't answer that.